What's up, fellas? Here at the Week 7 review. Obviously, things aren't going well for my team. Obviously means they're probably going well for some of you guys. You guys are really giving it to me in the chat. 3-game losing streak. Obviously, I haven't made the power rankings quite yet. I will have them posted when the video post. But yes, my team will have to drop. You can't lose 3 in a row, and it's not like my team's playing well and losing. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to look at it, but definitely not this week. They really shit the bed. It's been a very, I feel like it's been a very weird fantasy season. Obviously not just in this league, but I'm in another league, and I just feel like the players and what was, I guess, expected has been kind of a little weird this season. So I'll chalk it up to that. But I'll get into the reviews. I do want to say one thing, like, obviously, people are trying to make moves with their team and everything, and I've sent out some trade offers, and I know other people are doing the same. Just respond to them like within a day or two. Obviously, if you're not interested in trading, that's fine. Like, just click on it and decline, real quick. Just don't leave it out there, pending, and maybe leaving the other manager hopeful that maybe they can pull something off to try to help their team. I know some people think, hey, they're only trading, they're trying to get one over on me. That's not always the case. Like in my case here, and even in my other league, I'm 3-4, and I mean, fuck. At this point, I'm just like, I just need to trade. I just need to mix shit up because just what I'm doing is not working. Like, I don't really care. Like I've thrown Nick Chubb out there today to a couple people. Just trying to change things up a little bit and see what I can do. And I'm sure other people are doing the same. So. Obviously, we're all trying to have fun, but obviously a lot of us are very competitive and would love to win. So, try and do whatever we can to try to make some changes and hopefully better our team. But I'll get into the video here. I got Derek versus myself. Derek won this one 100-82. I had a great game from Daniel Jones. Picked him up on waivers, third best scoring quarterback of the week. He did everything he could to help my team. I appreciate it. He got 29. Nick Chubb had 18. And then the rest of my team kind of sucked. Kicker did okay with 10. Tight end did okay with 9. I'll take that. But everybody else kind of shit the bed. I didn't, obviously with McCaffrey, I felt I had to play him with the trade. I knew he was going to get limited playing time. I knew there was a chance he might not do great. 7 points given he only been on the team for like 3 days. I guess I'll take it. Not going to be too picky about it there. I was hoping he could get in the end zone. I knew they had him in on some red zone packages and stuff. But it is what it is. All my receivers scored single digits. Drake London had 1 catch. A.J. Dillon had 15 yards. My defense got -4. Just sucks. Luckily, if I would have played Dante Foreman over Dillon, I still would have lost because there have been 14 points added to me, but I lost by 18. So it is what it is. Looking at Derek's team, Lamar Jackson struggled. He only had 11. He did play Hubbard, who got in the end zone. Obviously, Foreman looked a little bit better, and Hubbard did hurt himself near the end of the game, so we'll see how that pans out. McLaurin found the end zone. Njoku scored him 11, but he also got hurt, and he's going to be out for a little while. David Montgomery found the end zone last night. He got 13 out of his kicker. A lot of players on bye or not playing on his bench. Next up, we got Dakota versus Kenny. Dakota won this one pretty easy, 136-94. Dakota had Geno Smith in at quarterback, who got him a measly 13. Kamara got him 14. Benjamin found the end zone 21. Jamar Chase has been dominating the past couple weeks, 29 points here. Obviously helps him quite a bit. George Kittle found the end zone, had 19. Barkley with 16 points. Dolphins defense got him 11. Did have Pollard on the bench with 12. Jalen Waddle did okay. St. Brown, I want to say this might have been his first game back. Didn't do anything, 1 for 4. Looking at Kenny's team, he decided to roll with Trevor Lawrence, who got him 19. Jonathan Taylor's had a very disappointing season, considering he was the number 1 overall pick, but he did get him 12 points. Damon Pierce got him 14. Tyreek Hill with 11. Christian Kirk with 14. Jacoby Myers found the end zone last night. I think that was the touchdown where he kind of dove, caught it, landed on the 1, and then basically crawled his ass in the end zone before he got touched. Mark Andrews didn't do anything. It's a little surprising. Had a lot of points on the bench. Obviously, wouldn't have been enough to win, but had Herbert on the bench, Khalil Herbert, who got a touchdown. Latavius Murray, who got a touchdown. Next up, we have Dalton versus Jason F. Dalton won this one 108-82. Dalton was led by Brady, who continues to suck. He had 12. That was just an awful game for the Bucs. I think they are 10.5-point favorites and just fucking got their ass whooped by the Panthers with no McCaffrey, PJ Walker, and at quarterback. I mean, I watched the game because it was the only game we had on here locally, and I was watching with a girl who likes the Panthers, so just not a great game. Very boring. Travis Etienne had 18. Obviously, I'm sure you guys are aware he is going to be the star there now because they traded away James Robinson to the Jets. I don't know. Kind of, I guess the Jets think they have a chance at winning. I don't really know why. They had Michael Carter they could have used, so I'm not really sure why they would go that route. But obviously a boost for Robinson because they'll probably get some more playing time, and a boost for Etienne because he doesn't have Robinson to compete with at all. Aaron Jones had 2 receiving touchdowns, 24 points. Devontae Adams had 14, and then just single digits the rest of the way. Nothing on his bench. Did have his stud receiver on the bench on bye. Looking at Jason F's team, he went with Taylor Heineke at quarterback. So just quarterback is just fucking rough this year. 14 points there. Played James Robinson, who I just spoke about. Had 0 points. Brian Robinson got him 10. Hopkins had his debut on Thursday night with 15. Mike Evans had 14, and I'm sure you guys have all seen he dropped like a fucking 60-yard touchdown on the first drive of the game, and that just kind of almost was like the day for the Bucs. I just imagine like if he scores that game goes completely different. I own him on my other team, so that really fucking hurts that he dropped it, but it is what it is. Kyle Pitts continues to be a very big draft bust. 2 points here. Not much else going on. He did get 12 out of his kicker. Had Tyler Boyd on the bench who had 25. 24. No, he could have played Boyd over Edmonds and flex, but still would have lost by just a smidge. Next matchup, we have 2 of the higher scoring teams, and I haven't really paid attention to anything, so I see Michael took his first loss. It was Michael and Garrett. Garrett took down Michael. It was 131-117. Looking at Garrett's team, he had Kyler Murray with 17. Austin Eckler has been dominating recently. He has 31 here. Fournette, struggling, only 3.5 points. The whole Bucs team is struggling, so it's just like it almost seems like a dumpster fire there. It's like Brady's personal life went to shit, so the team's gonna go to shit. Like it almost seems as how it goes. Like when he was, married to Giselle, everything was perfect. Now he's not, and now everything sucks in his life. Just kind of how it goes. DJ Moore finally had his first probably good game of the season with 16. Mike Williams had a nice game with 18, but did get injured in that game. Chris Olave returning from concussion got 14. Not much else here. Did get 11 out of the kicker and nothing on the bench, but an overall solid day out of his team. Minus Fournette. Looking at Michael's team, he had to roll with Matt Ryan at quarterback because he had Jalen Hurts on bye. Matt Ryan sucked because I played him as well. He only had 10 points. And he got hurt, so they're going to play Sam Ellinger moving forward. I believe he is from Texas, probably second, third year in the league, I assume. Joe Mixon had a decent day with 17. Kenneth Walker had a big day, 29 points here, and he is looking very good. Of course, the Chargers defense isn't anything to write home about this season. A lot of single-digit efforts out of his receivers. Kelsey kind of had a tame day for Kelsey. 13 points. 16 out of his kicker was big. And, just some players on bye week on his bench. It looks like he's got half the Eagles' offensive players on his bench. Next up, we have Garrett number 2 versus Ray. Garrett number 2 won this one 115-98. Garrett number 2 had Herbert lead the way with 18 points. Breece Hall with 13, and obviously he tore his ACL, so he's going to be out for the season. So that's a huge blow to his team because Brees Hall is starting to look like something special. Ramondre Stevenson with 20, Jerry Jeudy with 13, Pickens had 15, Freiermuth had 12, Ayuk had 12. He got 0 out of his defense, but it didn't matter. Was able to get the job done. On Ray's side, Patrick Mahomes had a big day for him, 27, but Damon Harris only had 1.5. Mooney with 7, Alec Pierce with 5. Pierce value plummets with Sam Ehlinger and at quarterback. Ertz with 5. Keenan Allen finally comes back, so I guess you kind of couldn't expect too much, but he did get 2 points. Elliott had a decent day, but it was really saved by basically 2 1-yard touchdown runs, but did get him 18. Donnett Scantley 3 for 111, so he got him 13 points there. 12 out of his kicker, and then not much on the bench. And then the last matchup we have, not a close one here. Josh beat Jason C. This was 148-98. Looking at Josh's team, led by Joe Burrow, who had the best day of the week, 39 points. Derrick Henry had a nice day, just couldn't find the end zone with 15. Raheem Mostert had 19. Got 22 out of Juju Smith-Schuster. 19 out of the Cowboys defense. Just an overall pretty solid day out of his guys. Metcalf with only 2, and I believe he suffered an injury in the game. I can't remember what it is, but I don't think it's season ending or anything. I think it's just a few weeks, but let's see what the news says. It's just a fucking video, but it says there's a sigh of relief, so probably be out for a couple weeks with whatever he's dealing with. Looking at Jason C's team, Derek Carr got a 14. Josh Jacobs has been a monster, amazing this year. If I was Jason C, because his team sucks because he's 1-6, he should trade Josh Jacobs to somebody and try to get like 2 or 3 solid players to hopefully better his team. I'm sure somebody would take Jacobs. I mean, he's been killing it this year. 35 for Jacobs. T. Higgins with a decent day with 12. And then just a lot of single-digit efforts, negative points out of his defense. Nothing to write home about on his bench. I'm sure he was excited for, a brief day when Brees Hall is out. He has Michael Carter, but then they signed James Robinson. So there goes that. Najee Harris, that pick in the first round just looks like complete shit because Harris is on a bad offense and just not able to perform this year. That is all I have for you fellas. Just make sure you guys get your waiver claims in. Those are processed tomorrow. I don't believe there's anybody too crazy great on waivers, but there's some solid options out there that I'm sure could help teams because it's just been one of those fantasy seasons. But best luck to everybody. Obviously, I enjoy the banter in the chat, even though some of the jokes are at my own expense, but it's okay. I appreciate it. I've been very busy at work, so I can't really get on too much and interact during the workday with some projects and shit I got to take care of. But I'll see you guys next week. Best of luck.